What's up, guys? This is Coach Matt with our Wednesday workout. Let's begin with our warm-up. We're gonna go 2 rounds through. Start off each round with 2 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio. I have a little rotator cuff sequence for you. This is a WYT, so it's 3 shapes we're gonna make with our arms, and we're gonna do it all from this bent over position. So this is kind of like the bottom of the Romanian deadlift position. So I want you to feel some tension in your hamstrings, but I want your back to be nice and straight. When we do this, we're gonna make the W shape, like so, and we're trying to rotate away from the ground as we do this, so you're feeling that stretch and tension in the rotator cuff. Then the Y shape, just like YMCA, and then the T shape, straight out. So on the T shape, make sure you're not like a lazy T. I want you to be a perfectly straight, like 90 degrees away from the body T, and squeeze those arms away from the center line so that you're pulling your pecs open as well as engaging those rotator cuff muscles on the backside of your shoulder, right? Next, you're gonna get your band. We're gonna do a little band sequence, 5 reps of a band Romanian deadlift, which is going to be the workout movement. RDL just means my knees don't bend very much, right? So I'm still doing the same hip hinging exercise. I'm just not allowing my knees to bend very much. Then I'll take one of those band loops out from underneath my feet, take my squat width stance, band at my shoulders, and now I'm gonna do a thruster, right? And that band really challenges your stability, especially coming back down to your shoulders, right? Band thrusters for 5 reps, and then finish with 5 reps of a dead bug. Dead bug is just a nice core exercise to work on bracing the spine. Specifically, try to keep the back of your head on the ground and your chin tucked like you're holding a tennis ball underneath your chin. And then we're moving each appendage 5 times, right? So it can be same side, it can be opposite side. Try to move 2 appendages or more at a time. And if you're just moving 2, try to make the other 2 not move at all, right? So I don't want to see like all 4 things moving at the same time. Try to make just 2 appendages work, and the other 2 are holding tight. When we finish with that, we're gonna get our RDLs going. You can do these out of the rack if you want to, or you can pick them up off the floor. But either way, I don't want you to touch the ground with the weight. Since we did our max out last week, this week is our deload cycle for deadlifting. So the reps are gonna be a little bit higher. It's only 4 sets. We're doing some supersets in between, and the weight should not go above 50%. So you can think like 40, 43, 45, 48, 50 would be a fine percentage distribution of it. You should feel some weight on the bar, but it should not get anywhere close to failure. It should feel rehabilitative and like a good stretch, okay? So we're just doing our deadlifts with the bar. And again, try really hard not to touch the ground, even if you have to stand on top of plates in order to keep that bar or the plates from touching the ground. Because I know some of you guys have very flexible hamstrings, which I do not, so I don't have to worry about that. It's not a problem for me, but some of you guys have that problem, so you don't get that hamstring stretch until the bar is touching the ground, right? So in that case, just stand on a platform that's a little bit higher. And again, on these ones, the RDLs, make sure you're not like bouncing off the bottom position. I want you to come to a complete stop under the power of your muscles, and then change directions and squeeze tall, right? So it's all glutes and hamstrings that are creating that motion, and nothing from your spine. After each set, we're gonna do a hollow hold and then a Superman hold. It's a half Superman hold. So I'll show you that in just a sec. Hollow hold, I'm on my back. I'm trying to make as little ground contact as possible. So squeezing my shoulder blades up off the ground, squeezing my hips, trying to roll my hips away from the ground, right? Trying to create as much tension in my abs as possible. You should be trembling with effort by the time you get to the end of that 20 seconds. And then for our half Superman hold, the normal Superman hold is full body on the ground. Half Superman hold, we're going to be standing with our back to the wall. See me okay here? Yeah. I'm gonna take a short step away from the wall, and then what I'm gonna do is with my palms up, PVC pipe, I'm going to reach out like I'm being half Superman, like from the butt to the hands, right? And I'm holding that pipe away from the ground. I'm trying to get my upper body to be parallel to the ground, lots of tension in my hamstrings, and I'm just holding this position for 20 seconds, right? The goal being that I'm hitting a very challenging isometric position for everything from the back of my neck all the way down to my SI joint, and all of those muscles that stabilize and hold the back posture intact. Those I want to hit for 20 seconds on that half Superman hold. After we finish all the deadlifts, and they should go relatively quickly because the load is not very heavy, then we're going to get into a 15-minute minus 2 minutes and 40 seconds interval workout that is built around some 20-second sprints, okay? So anytime you're in a 5-minute interval and there's 3 20-second bursts in it, it should imply to you, and I will ask you now for absolutely maximum effort on this, all right? So I'm not talking about like, oh, think about round 2, how hard that's gonna be. I want you to send it completely on round 1. Try to tire yourself out such that it is impossible for you to tie your first round score on your second round. That is what creates change, and that is what creates that really, really high percentage stimulus on these short, fast interval sets, okay? So a 20-second bite calorie sprint, and then a 40-second rest. And then you're gonna have a pair of dumbbells, and it's gonna be 20 seconds for max reps of a double dumbbell thruster. So full squat, full extension overhead, full squat, full extension overhead. I'm getting as many reps of that as I can in 20 seconds. Rest 40 seconds. In that 40-second rest, I'm walking over to find, I will assign a bar before the workout, but I want something that's about 6 inches above my max vertical reach. So that would be this top bar right here. And what we're gonna do is, in 20 seconds, as many 2-tap jumps as you can get. So the 2 taps to count the jump are hands touch the floor and then hands touch that object, okay? So if I was doing this for time, or for 20 seconds for max reps, it'd be touch, 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 like that fast, okay? Touch the ground with 2 hands, touch the overhead object with 2 hands, right? That is 1 rep, and we're counting for the score, right? So all 3 of those combined will be your round score, and then you're getting a big 2-minute, 40-second rest, and then we're doing it again. We're doing that whole circuit 3 times through, counting reps completed during the entire round each time, and then you'll enter each of those individual rounds into SugarWOD for a total score. All right, that is it for this workout. Hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you on Thursday.